stop. Ain't seen a thing you done. I do it all myself. I ain't getting help from
Big ups to everybody out there in the chat. Big ups to everybody out there in the chat. All my moderators, first and foremost, man. I just want to give a big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Big ups to all my fans, followers, viewers, and subscribers. Secondly, man, big ups to the best moderators in the podcasting game, man. Big ups to Young Boy Maya Bucks. Big ups to TLS. Big ups to Master Teacher Fox Dot. Big ups to Preston McKenzie, a.k.a. Brother P. Mac. And bringing up the real for show, my big bro, Professor Remo Williams. And can't forget about the queen, excuse me, y'all. A bit of conversation. Can't forget about the queens, the first lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. Secondly, Miss Starworth Marcus LLC. And last but not least, Miss CC Craven Carefully. Big ups to all my moderators and big ups to all the family in the chat. Hey, man, don't forget to check out Chicago Pizza via Lux Restaurant, located 17561 South Kedzie, located in Hazel Crest, Illinois. And right next door, check out Cafe where Grown Folks Play, located 17553 South Kedzie, also located in Hazel Crest, Illinois. And if you're on the far south side of Chicago, man, make sure you check out Dan Soul Food and Bakery, located 2523 West 79th Street. And if you're in the southern suburban areas, make sure you check out the House of Health and Wellness, located 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213. 8/21/24, man, Bearded Conversation, where we throwing this first youth event / back to school rally. Hey, we looking for vendors, music artists, anybody to come out and make that day positive and productive. If you can't be there physically, man, hit the CASHAPP, $ BEARDEDBUCKZ with a Z. That's $ BEARDEDBUCKZ with a Z. And for those in the back that didn't hear me, man, that's $ BEARDEDBUCKZ with a Z. And don't forget, man, follow your boy on all social media platforms. That's TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Not Twitter. That's TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. And when you get here, you know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Like I say, man, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters, and good evening to all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? And as y'all can see, man, I'm still here. I ain't went nowhere yet. Oh, man, y'all, yeah, it's going to be a trip. But, man, you know, thank y'all for tuning in, man, to another episode of Bearded Conversation. So with that being said, man, okay, we got a couple people in the building, man. Smash that like button. With that being said, man, I guess we can go ahead and get today's show started. I like that, y'all. Be real nice. I like that way it ease me in, ease me right on in. You know what I'm saying? It's nice, smooth, mellow. Yo, man. With that being said, man, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking, my beautiful people, on this wild ass Wednesday and my fellow Beardonians. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan. As you can see, I'm solo dolo, no co-host today, man. Hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, family, for joining me tonight. Like I say, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Share the content with those you know, and with those you don't. Like I say, man, big ups to all my mods and big ups to all the family in the chat. What's going on, Brother Freddie? I see you in the building. Brother P-Mac in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to y'all, man. Hope y'all day going well, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in for Wild Ass Wednesday. Man, as y'all can see, man, so let's start my day off. Let's do that. As y'all can see, man, I'm still here. Ain't went nowhere. Hey, man, also big ups to my co-hosts with the Moses, man, my little one, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to my little one, AJ. Big ups to my 13-year-old man, Sean Mack, man. He out in North Carolina. Y'all see I'm still here. So, man, we went to go get the damn cot. You know what? And this ain't no Roscoe tale, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Attention. Roscoe tales. These are the tales that he tells so well.
You know, this ain't no Roscoe tale, but it's my tale, goddamn. Look, man. So we get there, man. They talking about some, man, you got to have a utility bill. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, man. I read all this on the site. It didn't say shit about having no utility bill. So pull it up on the phone. Then they talking about, well, it's got to match the address that's on the. Oh my goodness, man. So my man had moved. So currently, that switching, it ain't took place yet. So stuff didn't match and things didn't happen. Money, the funds was there, just that, the paperwork, man, it was just, oh man, it was just confusing, man. So y'all, I'm still here, man. But the good part about that, man, it's still hope. I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna try one more other source. Hopefully, the brother will bear with me. You know what I'm saying? If he's still, what I'm saying, willing to, be down with my stress and help me out. I got one other, my last option to resort. You know what I'm saying too. So I'm gonna try to get around and see if I can do that. I tried Turo, that wouldn't work. So man, let's see. I can't now. I couldn't get my license. It's Juneteenth, so things is closed. So I wasn't able to go to the office to do. I mean, to the DMV to do nothing. So that wouldn't have helped. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'd have did that, I wouldn't even have to do none of this. I could have just got the flight delayed to the date. You know what I'm saying? And jumped. But everything was closed. So nah, man. So couldn't even have it ready for me when I get back. So, with that being said, man, hey man, it's life, man. Some wild shit always happen, man. Like I said, I do fault myself for forgetting not to take care of my business, and I should have been took care of my business when the things happened, and I was negligent. Partially because I have forgotten as well, but things happen, man. But like I said, man, I got one more source. I mean, one more source to try to use and see if I can get down there. If not, I'll be here tomorrow with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go to work. Why not? Mm. Also, man, also, hey, make sure y'all check it out, man. Make sure y'all check it out. Go hit it, go hit it, go hit it, go get that. Go get that www.odb-beergangappeal.com. Make sure y'all go check out the site. Make sure y'all go check out the site and tell me what you think. And tell me what you think, baby. I believe that there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I put in a lot of hard work, man. Stayed up all night for that. Hey man, big ups to my man Steven News, man. Big ups to my man Steven News. Big ups to Lil Snuff, man. Shout out to Skinny Podcast, man. If y'all ain't checked that out, man, make sure y'all go check out the Skinny Podcast, man. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? For those that's into the mafia type, you know what I'm saying? No snitching, man. Hey, I see you, Diablo, in the building. You know what I'm saying? For those that's into that, man, go check that out. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's good content. You know what I'm saying? I like what they talking about. And like I say, I've been a frequent watcher ever since Steven put me on. So, man, if y'all into it, go check it out. Go check it out, man, because it's dope. But anyway, my man Roscoe, man, I'm trying to hit Roscoe up and tell him to come on, get on, do StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? I hit him up. He ain't respond to me, man. I don't know. A Diablo, that you work that brother too hard? Check out your boy. Diablo, that you work that brother too hard, man. I don't know, man. Hopefully he doing all right, man. The brother, he be doing a lot of things, moving around, doing a lot of things that he shouldn't be doing. And the brother got, saying a medical condition. He got a hernia. Like he explained to y'all. And when the brother do certain things, it tend to, aggravate it. And you know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, that's probably what's wrong with him. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, to get that situated. He say he's gonna try to do some surgery, and it's a simple surgery. It's an outpatient. Well, I'm not gonna say simple surgery, but the way he described it, and told me it's a simple surgery. You know what I'm saying? It's it's an outpatient procedure, so it's nothing overnight. So it ain't like what I'm saying, he'll be there all night and nothing like that. So you know, you know. Damn, y'all. This wild ass Wednesday. Drive-by shooting on the far south side leaves 2 hospitalized. And this is in Roseland. Gunfire erupted around 2:30 p.m. in the 94th block of South Burnside Avenue in Roseland. More than 70 shot. Whoa. 8. Okay, now, but this is overall from the weekend. More than 70 shot, 8 fatalities from Friday night to Monday morning in Chicago. Yeah, man. According to police, 2 victims, a 35-year-old man and a 34-year-old man, were standing near the sidewalk in the area when a vehicle approached and someone inside opened fire in their direction. 35-year-old man suffered gunshot wounds to his neck, shoulder, and arm and was taken to the hospital where he was listed. That whoa shit, man. Look, I don't even man. But y'all know what? Hey, and I do get on here and say the city ain't that bad, but damn, man, like I don't even want to read the rest. It's pathetic, man. Hey, but this is Wild Ass Wednesday, so shit, what you expect, huh? A lot of wild shit, man. A lot of wild shit. Not laughing and making fun, y'all. Hey, to the victims of the shooting, man, I hope they recover. Um, I hope they recover, man, and I hope their families are okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, man, they can, man. And then the 34-year-old man he suffered a gunshot wound to his left leg, and they both were took into the hospital. Well, the one that got shot in his neck, shoulder, and arm was in critical condition, and the one that got shot in the leg, he went to the hospital in good condition. Man. And the police think the vehicle was occupied by several people, but didn't provide a description of anyone involved. So I guess it was just them two brothers on the corner, man, and they roll up. And, man, you say that's why you don't miss Illinois. Now don't get me wrong, man. You say, nah, I just got off the phone with him. Well, if you just got off the phone with him, man, why the brother ain't tuning in? You said that's why you got away from Illinois. Don't get me wrong, man. Like I was trying, and not that I was justifying none of the BS that go on, because a lot of BS going on everywhere. But man, it was like it's like I say, man, by us being on top of each other, a lot of things happen, man, versus being, in other places where, where people be spread out. Chicago store robbed twice in 3 days. Now that's some wild shit. Owner says he's running out of protection options. For the second time in 3 days, the liquor store on the south side has needed some emergency repairs. Chicago police said thieves targeted the business twice, using cars to break inside and get away. Damn, the shocked owner said he was running out of ideas to protect his store. It was a nightmare. After 5 years of business at Phillip Park Beverage, AI, what did he say? Al never had a worse week. CBS2 is only using his first name. Okay, Al is his first name, and not showing his face. I don't know why those guys are capable of doing. I don't know what those guys are capable of doing. I really don't know. He said at least 10 guys arrived at Al's liquor store on Root Street early in the morning. They hitched a chain from the side gate to a Jeep and hit the gas, then jumped, opened the door by hand. They tried extra horsepower again. Al barely had time to replace his front door. Now he's dealing with damage and theft all over again. We're still waiting on the glass to get ordered. Al said 2 break-ins in less than 72 hours. He suspects the same crew hit him twice, but he can't be sure. Man, listen, man. Invest in cameras, man, and let's stop doing this crazy shit to our communities, man. This wild ass shit. What's the purpose of you breaking into the liquor store to get drunk? Like, for real, come on, man. Like, this is the wild shit. This is the crazy. This is the unnecessary shit we talking about. You know what I'm saying? In our communities and the shit that's going on all over the world. This is some of the crazy shit that we talking about. And 9 times out of 10, you breaking into a liquor store, man, and when you get in, all the good shit is put up anyway. Because they sell us all the bullshit in our communities anyway. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go, you gotta go, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. You gotta go out the area, man, if you want to get a top-notch ale or you know what I'm saying, a distinctive taste and the caliber of beer. That's if you're a connoisseur and you like drinking certain, you know what I'm saying? If you got certain taste, it's Belgian beer, ale, white ale, brown, it's different. But anyway, that's irrelevant. We're not gonna get into the bill. But the breaking in, bro. Now the area where they breaking in at, I don't know necessarily the people up there, but I do know it ain't many. You know what I'm saying? My melanated brother. Not saying that we ain't capable of going up there breaking in the store. But you know what I'm saying, man? It don't matter who and where it is, man, or what color you are, man. Violence is prevalent. And it's not just in Illinois. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and report about all the bullshit that go on in Illinois because, that's my job. And as well as, I'm a resident. So, anything that come up, yeah, But shit, I'm sure this shit happens locally in France and in the Netherlands and Holland and Germany. And don't get me wrong, even though, we had maniac thoughts up here the other day. He in Japan. He said he don't see this. Man, look, crime happen every fucking where. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, it might not be more prevalent here or there, but it happens everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, protect your businesses, man. Get these cameras, put these cameras up so you can see what the hell going on, so you can see around your business. Even if you got a house, listen, investing in them cameras, man. Hey, that's one of the best things in a security system that you could do. And then also, now with technology, I know we like to shit on technology a lot, not per se in that way, but pause. But you know what I'm saying. But as far as the social media aspect of it and how what I'm saying, we can quickly get to it and use it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But technology in that way, man, you protect your careers, man, protect your stores, protect your businesses. Get these cameras, man. You can install these cameras all throughout. You know what I'm saying? They can be motion censored. They don't have to be motion censored. You can put them on a time recording. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, get them cameras, man. Them cameras will tell it all. But if they masked up, and see now, but a lot of criminals ain't smart, so cameras will tell it all because you could have got the license plates if the license plates backed up into it and pulled it away. Well, it depends on them angles, man. Invest in good, wide range view cameras that can cover a great surface area that can cover a decent amount of circumference area, so you can get, the whole full picture. And like I say, get different cameras and set them at different angles, and spread them apart. Nice, you know what I'm saying? So you can get just what you need. Pause. So when things like this happen, so not saying that you should have to, but hey man, and it's crazy, y'all, because it's crazy because they sell these security cameras like they promoting, and they not gonna blatantly come out and say they promote motherfuckers to come rob you and break in your house, but and maybe it maybe it came from that purpose or from that reason because people were doing it, but however it came about, I think that's just crazy, man. Like security cameras and shit like that. Like, but yeah, man. But we should get them, because we got them, and crime it happens. People breaking shit, people vandalize your things, man. So we want to prevent that, man. So let's stay on top of that. Invest in these cameras, man. Invest in these cameras, man. Hey, man, big ups to everybody in the building, man. What's going on tonight, man? How y'all feeling tonight? Hey, Freddie, Diablo, Preston, what's going on, man? How y'all feel, man? How y'all been? How y'all been? How was y'all day, man? How was y'all night? How was y'all morning? You know what I'm saying? I know how y'all evening is because y'all here with me, so it's got to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Uh, hey, did anybody check out? Hey, don't forget, man, check out the WNBA, man. Did anybody check out the let's see. Man, Caitlin Clark, man, they beat the Chicago Sky again, man, 91-83, man. And it was a very well played game on both sides. Oh my goodness, man. Finishing with 23 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Clark led Indiana to their first winning streak of the season. Reese also played well, finishing with 11 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, despite and some foul trouble. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all check them, man. Them girls out there balling, man. Make sure y'all check them out, man. Make sure y'all check out the WNBA, man. Hey, if ain't nobody told y'all, man, Bearded Conversation told y'all here first, go support the WNBA. Support our sisters, man. Support our queens, support our significant others, support our aunties, you know what I'm saying, our sisters, our nieces, you know what I'm saying. Go support the NBA, man. Tickets is cheap, you know what I'm saying. But buy the best ticket. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Buy the best ticket because tickets is cheap. So the best ticket got to be like a $50 ticket. Go support them, man. Get in the building. Go support your local hometown women's professional basketball team. Big ups to the WNBA. No, I ain't got no sponsors or nothing like that. It ain't that. Honestly, bro, what people's, you know what I'm saying, my beautiful people, my fellow Bidonians, honestly, bro, for me, with the WNBA, it ain't a woman thing, because guess what? Like I say, yeah, I would rather watch the men's basketball, but now I'm in tune with the women's basketball, and it's nice. So for me, again, listen, if they happy getting paid what they get paid, let's not make it an issue, right? But what I can say, good evening, CC. But what I can say about it, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, let's try to support it. Let's try to push it more. Even if the media or even if the WNBA ain't marketing it the way that maybe they would like, or maybe it should be marketed, you know what I'm saying? But if we support it more, and they see we tuning in, and they see we buy merchandise, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe they won't lose so much money, and maybe they can keep this, because we got to understand, man, if they losing money, man, they're not gonna keep it around, you know. And it's a good thing for women to have their own professional sports. You know what I'm saying? The women that came a long way. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to the queens that's in the building. Big ups to the queens that's gonna tune in, and big ups to the queens that's not tuning in. You know, man, we all about women empowerment. We all about people empowerment here on Bearded Conversation, man. You know, like I tell you, I'm in this platform for everybody. So, you know, I just like to. I know it's a wild ass Wednesday, man. You know, I ain't gonna be too wild and shit like that. You feel me? But I know it's a lot of things. Um, um, that we do, and we don't give enough recognition or credit to, you know. And I think the WNBA is a good thing for the women, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily the women, but kids in general, you know what I'm saying, that's aspiring to play a professional sport, you know what I'm saying. Women can be role model as well as the men, you know what I'm saying. I don't necessarily have to watch a LeBron James or Kevin Durant or whoever in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I could watch a woman basketball player and be like, damn, you know, she nice, she can hoop, you know, and follow her career. And that can get me to want to play or have some interest in the sport. You never know what can pique your interest. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to support that, y'all. And, you know, just like I say, big ups to the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? You know, big ups to the fellas too. Like, congratulations, Boston. Jason Tatum just got a contract extension. You know what I'm saying? I seen that in the feed as well. I ain't even look at it to see what it was. I know Jaylen Brown got a decent one. I think he was like 250, 275 million. So ain't no telling what they trying to do with Jason. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We can read a little bit, you know what I'm saying, for the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they talking about. What they talking about giving Jason. Whoo. Okay, check it out. Tatum is expected to sign a contract worth approximately $315 million over 5 years. The deal would make Tatum the highest paid player in NBA history, while also seeing him leapfrog his teammate Jaylen Brown, who has shouldered the crown following his own Supermax extension last season. Like I say, I believe he got like 250 or 275, Jaylen Brown. And big ups to that man for being the MVP of the finals, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to him. You know, we looking for big things for both them young men, you know, next year, man. But what y'all think about that 315, man, to throw a ball in the hoop? You know what I'm saying? 315. Woo! Yeah. 315. Olympic trial. You know, I ain't even watched the Olympic trials, man. I've been so focused on you say you went to the grocery store. I've been so focused on trying to get up out of the state, man. He say day was great, another day, another dollar. Most definitely, man. Man, you know, I've been trying to get about this state, man. I've been trying to get about this state, man. So I go see my boy play over the weekend. I supposed to be gone for the week, but you know, man, the weekend, couple days, whatever the hell, man. If I can get it, I get it. If I can't, you know, oh well. But yeah, man, 315, man. Jason Tatum, 315. What y'all think about that, man? Y'all think y'all now listen. So if he getting 315, now I ain't trying to pocket. We ain't pocket watching or nothing like that. So we know what they bringing in revenue. You know what I'm saying? Globally for the NBA. But it's 315. What determines whether if you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say? What determines on whether 315 is a great salary or not for an NBA player? What do y'all think should be the terms or the cap, or should it be a cap on what you can I'm sorry, on what you can pay a player? You know what I'm saying? I don't give whether it's soccer, whether it's American football, basketball, baseball. Like, look at baseball. What's the man name of Tiny? What do he get? 500 million? 500 million, bro, to play baseball, bro. Y'all, I should have stayed in shape, y'all, because God damn. Woo. Man, here we go, y'all. Some mobile, man, shooting at 63rd Street Beach. Man, you know, in the beach, when they get hot, for those that don't know Chicago, man, 31st Street Beach, 63rd Street Beach. Man, you know, those the primary beaches, you know, where our people like to go when they get hot, you know what I'm saying, to get out there, like the parks, Washington Park, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We like to, you know, go get out, you know, people like to show their cars, you know what I'm saying, in summertime, show their rims, show their paint jobs, stuff like that, man. You know, it tend to get a little wild, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh my goodness, man. A shooting incident occurred at Chicago 63rd Street Beach, resulting in 3 people being hospitalized, including a 14-year-old girl. The shooting took place around 10 o'clock p.m. And by that time, I think that's when they putting people up out of there. They're trying to put people up out of there about that time. You'll see the police in there. And the police, you know what I'm saying? They gotten people up out of there, prompting a swift response from emergency services. Victims and injuries. A 14-year-old girl was shot twice in the leg. A 31-year-old woman was shot in the back. And another leg injury was reported amongst the victims. Man. Mm, mm, mm. The scene saw multiple ambulances and paramedics attending to the victims. Police were quick to arrive because they was already there, of course, and managed the situation. Video footage from the second scene showed victims being carried away by paramedics. Investigation status: the Chicago Police Department is investigating the shooting. Initial findings suggest that a man fled the scene on a bicycle after firing a gun. The motive behind the shooting remains unclear, and it is unknown if any specific individuals were targeted. As of the latest sports reports, no arrests have been made. And of course, as usual, and as always, don't nobody see nothing, don't nobody know nothing, don't nobody tell nothing. Yeah, we go to Rainbow Beach, but check it out, man. Since we didn't have this situation, man, listen. First, let me, because I should have been said this. Hey, the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. One more time, I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. One more time, informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with the underlying and undertone on edutainment. Don't take any advice given or anything strong on the stream for face value without consulting the proper professional. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you going out here starting on revolts, robbing no banks, telling your boss what he can take, how he can turn it sideways, where he can put it, or any other useless banter that we might partake in here on Bearded Conversation. So we don't want you going out there doing that, because you can't get no money out of your boys. Shit, I'm struggling as is already. But again, man, not to talk sour or to talk down about a people or group or another cultures or another nationality. But the migrants then took over Rainbow Beach, Brother McKenzie. And we also got another beach down here called Rainbow Beach, which I'm technically, guys, I am literally, I want to say like 3 to 4 blocks away from the beach. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Literally, the beach is within walking distance. So yeah, we got beaches, man. They're beautiful too, when they upkept and it ain't too much going on. But the migrants then took over the beach, man. That's all you see up there. That's all that's up there. And it's wild, man, because now, man, it's like they on every corner. Where you used to see us at, it's like they done moved us out. I'm not saying that I'm glorifying seeing bums of any distress or any color or any people that's just out there, that's got a need. I hate to see that for anybody, but it's like, man, in our neighborhoods where you usually see us asking for the change or begging for the change or trying to wash your window, it's them now. And then they got the babies out there, you know what I'm saying? Or they be pregnant. And then they set up and station and they got a section off and they on every corner. And they make sure, listen, it ain't a hit or miss, because you see them and coming and going in all directions. They making sure they cornering and covering the market, man. And they came out here with an idea, man. They smart, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But Rainbow Beach, Brother McKenzie, man, they got it. You barely see a brown skin face up there, man. You say, I have a cousin that plays or played in the NBA. Okay. What's that cousin name? What Preston P Mac, man. You just full of surprises, man. You be full of surprises, man. What's the cousin name that you got that played in the league, man? Hey, y'all, smash that like button, man. Hey, man, it's Bearded Conversation, man. I'm your boy, Beard Gang is Khan, man. We in the building, man. Don't forget to follow your boy on all social media platforms. That's TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. And when you get to the channel, man, you know what to do, man. Hey, wake up, man. Wake up. Where everybody at tonight, man? You know what I'm saying, man? It's Wild Ass Wednesday. Figure out how people in the building, man. You see my co-host that stood me up. You know what I'm saying? Where my people's at in the building, man. What's going on? What's going on tonight, man? You know what I'm saying, man? We live, man. We in effect, man, What's going on, my beautiful people? What's going on, man? Hey, but anyway, what's that cousin name, man? Hey, and what y'all think about that 315, man? You think that's well deserving, that 315? That brother getting 315? Now look, I ain't like I say, you know, we ain't pocket watching, we ain't knocking, but 315. Well, you know what though? It's been said that that he had to get that. They were saying he had to get that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because Jalen Brown got that 275. But what a lot of DJ Augustine, DJ Augustine. I think DJ still. I don't know if he's still in the league, but see, but Jalen Brown also, you know, Jalen Brown got Chris Paul old job. You know, that union rep. You know what I'm saying? So you know they paying him. You know, and that brother, hey, you know, brother very intelligent, man. Brother speaks well. He articulates himself well. You know, when he on the podium and when he doing interviews. So you know, I guess they picked a good candidate. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother speaks real well. So, but like I was saying though, you know they had to pay him that little 275, like get him out the door. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they've been saying that my boy Tatum, man, he been supposed to got it. You know what I'm saying? Like Cam, you know, if y'all watch Cam and Mace, it is what it is. You know, Mace called him the Batman of the clique. You know what I'm saying? Mace called him Batman. You know, hey, he did his thing in the playoffs. He got him there, man. That's all you can ask for. What you say to y'all? Well, to be honest, Brown better than Tatum to me. He shows up every game. Yeah, but you know what, bro? On some real shit, it was a time where he wasn't showing up every game. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Nah, he wasn't always showing up every game. You know what I'm saying? Tatum, that spot up shooter, yeah, DJ Augustine, yeah, that Tatum was, man, Tatum can create space. Listen, they both got the same game kind of, but I think Tatum is a better shooter, a more deadlier shooter, a more accurate, pinpoint, dead on clutch shooter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think, Diablo. You know what I'm saying with that. You're not saying not taking away nothing from Brown because you know, man, Brown he played with intensity, he played with a fierceness, he played with heart. You know what I'm saying? Every time he step up on the court, you know, it's just not Tatum's inconsistencies as a group, as a team. You know, they both got some inconsistencies, but I just think Tatum nudge him out a little bit more because he can shoot better. You know, and then you got to think about it. We can look up. Let me look up. Let me see who got the better. Let me see. We can look up their shooting percentage. Let me do that right now. You know what I'm saying? So Jason Tatum, let's see, 46%. And you got to and no. Oh shit. Okay. Jalen Brown's 48%. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. 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 Look, man. Look, man. I know you over there like, yeah. And look, I know Diablo over there like, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so 3-point shooting at 36, but he had a 48 overall. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, he's like 37.5, so they right around. Well, okay. Okay. Okay, I'll give you that. Jalen got a better shooting percentage this year. You know what I'm saying? He got a better shooting percentage this year. Which, you know, and he drive a little bit more to the bucket too. So, you know, a lot of Tatum shots be jump shots. So, you know, we got to keep that into account. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, I do like Tatum, man. I do like. Don't get me wrong. I like Brown too, but I just like Tatum. I think Tatum got a better shot. I think he more deadly and accurate with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so DJ with the Houston Rockets. So DJ still playing, huh? Okay. Yeah, I remember when the Bulls had DJ. DJ was decent. DJ Augustine was decent. But yeah, so all right, Diablo, let me ask you this though, bro. So question, Diablo. If you had to pick one, who would you start a team with, Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum? If you had to start a franchise and you had to pick one of those players, because I'm pretty sure it's coming. I'm pretty sure a split's coming. Um, with shit, they say he signed a 5 year, so maybe not. But if he wasn't warned or given that 5 year 315 extension, um, and if they was both going into free agency and you had to start a squad or start a franchise around a squad, who would you start around? Would you start around Tatum or would you start it around Jaylen Brown? I'm going Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, man, his game just a little bit more smoother than me, You know what I'm saying? You going with Brown? Oh man, why you going with Brown though? Why you going with Brown? See, because I looked up the shooting percentages. You ain't coming with no percentages. So you know what I'm saying? Don't go off these percentages that I just gave you. So why you going with Brown? You think I mean, I just think, man, when in the game time situation though, bro, I just think Jason Tatum shot. I think, man, he be having that eye of the tiger, man. Don't get me wrong, Brown been snapping. This season. But past previous seasons, see, so it's an eye test. Because to me, even with the previous seasons, he might have had a decent shooting percentage. But for us, it was just like, man, it was all Tatum. Even when they went to their last finals, the last finals they was in, Brown ain't do too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do too much. But I ain't gonna lie, Derek White should have been the real MVP. Derek White really helped him out a lot, man. Derek White, man. Hey, Derek White, Al Horford, all them boys, man. They had a hell of a Porzingis. That first game against them, they had a hell of for Drew Holiday, hella supporting cast. So remember in the finals a couple years ago, Tatum didn't show up at all. Shit needed it. Brown didn't either. Hey man, stop doing Tatum like that, man. Stop doing Tatum like that, man. And that's why they gave him 315. All right, so you think it's politics is why they gave him 315? You think he gave him 315 just to, you know what I'm saying? All right, look, because who they really marketing? Just like when Vince and Tracy McGrady was in over there, what was that, with the Raptors, and they broke them up, and then they tried to make Tracy McGrady, you know what I'm saying, his own, and it worked until he started getting injured. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have got injured if he would stay with Vince. You talking about some stats don't lie. Man, hey, numbers do lie. I think some of these numbers are inflated, brother. I don't believe all these numbers is real. Like I say, I'm going off of eye testing for what I see, bro. What y'all think in the chat, man? Those who watch NBA, man. What y'all think, man? What y'all think besides me, man? Who like Tatum or who like Brown? Let us know, man. Let me and Diablo know. Hey, Diablo, man, when you was on the phone with D, man, what was he talking about, man? Because I hit the brother up. The brother didn't respond back to me. What was what was the conversation like, man? Did he say he was sliding? Did he say text him, see if he come on? Because he ain't responded back to nothing I'm sending him, man. I love to have him come on the line, man. You know what I'm saying? Call in. Hey, D, if you watching, bro, you can come on StreamYard or you can call it in, man. If you call it in, you know my number, man. Get at me. You know what I'm saying? All right, no problem, brother P Mac, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Get to it. Hey man, excuse me, y'all. It's kind of hot. Let me grab my towel real quick, man. Take this hat off. Man, y'all, it's hey, summertime here, man. It's starting to get wild. It's starting to get crazy. We out here acting a fool, shooting the 14-year-old kids, bro. Shooting grown men, bro. Shooting women. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop this madness, man. Stop this bullshit, man. Stop it, man. We don't need the typical Chicago summertime shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever you at, whatever you got going on, whatever city, man, whatever town, whatever province, whatever county, man. We don't need that typical summertime bullshit, man. If that's the type of shit that go on in your neighborhood, in your community, man, look, Listen, and I know people. Hey, like I said, like big ups to Skinny, man. I know motherfuckers don't be liking the snitching, right? But listen, in order to get our communities back the way we need to get them back to, bro, man, we can't keep letting this go on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep we can't keep just saying, oh, it was a crate of guns dropped off in the hood. By the time we get back to the guns, it was dropped off. No. We have to make conscious decisions to know if they putting that shit in the hood, bro, it's a trap. It's a setup. You know what I'm saying? And when I say trap setup, not necessarily to entrap you or to lock you up, but in the long run, in the end game, that's what the fuck is happening. You know, excuse my French, man. It's just like y'all. Every summer, we suffer through the same thing. No matter how much we try to bring the positive, no matter how much we try to create a great energy, no matter how much we try to preach, or not necessarily preach, but just tell a story, because but they, young folks call it preaching. But whenever you can get into some type of situation when you teaching, when you trying to, or where you're trying to inspire someone to do greater things and to be a better person, not necessarily because it's what you want, or not even necessarily because it's what that person wants. You know what I'm saying? Our energy, we have to resonate with everybody else, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's an energy. It's we vibrations. It's a tune. You know what I'm saying? We energy. So it's not just a vibration. You know what I'm saying? It's the electricity inside of us. It's a bunch of components that come together to make our biological makeup, molecular structures and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm just tired of it. Like right now, I'm hot. You feel me? I'm also irritated because I'm not driving during the podcast. But do that. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, I might have found a place or a spot where I can, sit back, tune out, and control my actions a little bit better than what other people can. And I know that, you know, and I know everybody ain't gonna be willing or accessible to, that drastic of a change right off hand. But that's not what I'm asking. But let's just try to slow it down, y'all. We got babies, man. We got the kids. The kids like to go outside. The kids like to play. I know it's a wild ass Wednesday, but that's my message for wild ass Wednesday. Because a lot of shit be wild and be crazy, bro. Just like how they read they believe the shooter rode off on a bike. Y'all got to be fucking kidding me. All those people out there, man. Come on, man. When a gunshot go off, it's loud. You know the area. Whether the police was in that area or not, if they, because like I say, you have to be in the city to know how to direct the traffic out at a certain time. But all the people that that's at the beach, nobody seen nothing. Nobody knew nothing. Nobody could tell the police that he was on a bike and he rode that way and this is what he looked like. But y'all allowed a 14-year-old girl to get shot. This shit is crazy. It's insane. It shouldn't even be happening. You know, we going to the beach to jump in the water to see the women. Shit, you feel me? Man, what we going for? We don't go for that, bro. Well, we shouldn't be going for that. If you got to be that hot or that not in tune with the sun and with the universe, or just anything bugging you up and you just mad at the world about, that don't mean go to the beach and start shooting in any direction. You can hit or kill it. See, and what's crazy, like with shit like that, y'all, what if a family member of yours was there? You know what I'm saying? See, we don't think. We don't take the time out to think, y'all. It's a lot of things that go along with trying to build up our cognitive and trying to build up our communities and trying to do right. It's a lot of things that come with that, like especially with the crime. A lot of times, like I just said, we don't think about some of the things that we do, some of the places that we tend to act a fool or lash out in. Sometimes it don't even be called for. There's no need for a lot of things. I get it. We emotional creatures. We creatures that have it. Usually when certain things happen, this is how you react to that certain thing. Listen, I understand that sight. But that sight ain't got nothing to do with your ability to change, with your ability to understand and comprehend. Unless you got some severe mental illness, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. No. Come on, man. We got to wake up, people, man. It's hot. It's the summertime. I want to enjoy the summer 2024, man. I don't know about y'all. You know what I'm saying? When I say Wild Ass Wednesday, man, I wanted to be because, we done turned up. Everybody did had their libations, you know what I'm saying, on a Tuesday night. Now, I mean, you know what I'm saying, or Wednesday prior to, you feel me? And we turn it up because it's wild, you know? Like, we don't want it to be wild because all the stories of violence and all the stories of kidnapping and all the stories of, you know, the craziness going on. You know what I'm saying? We need to change that. Big ups to Megatis in the building. Yeah, both Tatum. He said that they both dope. But Tatum, see, yeah. I got another Tatum brother with me. He said he had the crib talk to him on phone. Roscoe, but yeah, I forgot. Yeah, his phone ain't no good. Something's definitely starting off bad here. A 33-year-old father was shot and killed at a freaking youth football game a few days ago, right in front of the kids. That's crazy. You know, that happens a lot too. You know, it was not too long ago, a professional football player and his brother were involved in an incident or a shooting or something like that at a youth sport. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I really try to get down here to North Carolina, man, with my boy, man. Hey, cause people crazy. People do a lot of wild, crazy shit out here in the world, man. And you know, I just want, man, y'all understand. But yeah, man, at a youth football game, a lot of times that's why I say about thinking, man. Like what type of impression or what type of influence, you know, anything, man. What type of anything is that giving and showing the kids? You know what I'm saying? How to be wild, how to be uncivilized, how to be savage, how to not learn conflict resolution. You know what I'm saying? You know that's all it's teaching. You know that ain't no lesson out of that. You know, you can't even learn the lesson of protecting and taking up for yourself out of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you can't explain how you drew a firearm on an unarmed man in a situation that probably could have caused for a situation where they could have been combatants. So even with that, you can't get a lesson out of that. You can't get I was protecting myself. You can't get that out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you could try to play it or sway it any type of way you want to sway it or play it. But, you know, anybody with common sense, anybody with some good know-how and some good recollection, you know what I'm saying, from Big Mama or Granddaddy, or just some sense, period, you know, could understand that you can't get none out of that. You know, and don't get me wrong, man, as men, I get it, you know, because I done talked about it a few times how, you know, us as men, you know, we fall down, scrape a knee, scrape an elbow, get the hell up, man, stop crying, shake that shit off, you know, and have I been part of that with my boys? Yes, I have. But has it been a continuous conversation of evolution, of maturity, of understanding uh, uh, the process of what you're going through? Yes, it has. You know, in most cases, no, it's not. You know, we tell them that, and then we grow up as men and we don't know how to apply that. You know, all we know is shit, get the fuck up, excuse my French, and brush it off and shake it off and be men. You know, and a lot of times with relationships, even with the relationships that we have with our children, or relationships that we have with women, or relationships that we have with other men. That's why sometimes we tend not to be so trusting or be so involving. And then when we are trusting and involving and we get hurt, you know, we snap. Like, man, it's crazy. See, we don't realize the things that we do, man. The way we live, bro. The way we live, and the actions that we take or choose to take, and the decisions that we choose to make, it affects everything and everybody around in your circle, man. That 6 degrees of separation is real. You feel me? You know, your energy, your karma, you know, especially with the people like your direct people, like your kids. That energy, bro. You know, if you got that type of energy, and think about what your child thinking about. And was your child out there when you pulled this gun? And I'm not just speaking about that. Like, even with the beats, like what possessed you to just, like, you hit women. Mostly all the victims were women, and I'm pretty sure a 14-year-old child didn't do nothing to you, brother. You probably didn't even know that child. And for a person, and if the people said he rode off on the back, why didn't y'all stop him? All right, well, I didn't want to get shot, man, bro. I'm pretty sure he didn't have enough bullets to get the whole beach. I'm just saying. And I done seen police ride the beaches looking for people. You feel me? If they really want you. You know, hey, smash that like button, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Share the content with those you know and with those you don't, man. Hey, grand rising to all my overseas brothers and sisters, and good evening to all my melanated brothers and sisters here in the States, man. What's going on tonight here on Bearded Conversation, man? We just enjoying ourselves on this wild ass Wednesday, man, as y'all can see. For those who just tuning in. Or just to recap for those who are already here, man, as you can see, your boy's still here, still trying to get to North Carolina, man, still trying to get to NC, still trying to get to NC. So hopefully we can make that happen tomorrow, man. Oh man, what you say, Diablo? My homie was killed a couple of years ago. He was a youth football coach up at Mandrake, yeah, park on Cottage, or the place on Cottage 30. Y'all up? And his players are still affected. Yeah, man. Yeah, Coach Mon. Okay, yeah, I heard about him. Yeah, yeah, brother. Yeah, that was tragic, bro. That was tragic, bro. Yeah. That was tragic, bro. Yeah, I know about that. I heard about that. The whole of youth football community, we all heard about that. Because I coach youth football as well. So, man, not like that. That we don't do that, man. We try not to do that, man. Don't get me wrong. You can disagree and maybe say a few things as men in front of the kids. Not saying that that's a bad. I mean, not saying that that's a great or good impression to demonstrate in front of the youth either. But again, we human. Mistakes happens. Emotions are involved. A lot of things. Um, but to go back and forth and argue and show that type of discourse with one another on the back and forth for several minutes, where it gets to insulting, hollering matches. No, we ain't doing that. If I say some shit, you say some shit. Well, whatever. But But if it's got to keep going on and it's ongoing, no, man, we can't do that. We can't continue to do that. Yeah, but I heard about Coach Maul, man. That's wild, man. So yeah, man. But it ain't even only with and why? Why? Like, come on, man. Why is this happening in the youth football, bro? This is supposed to be a sanctuary. This is supposed to be an extracurriculum activity for the fucking kids, bro, that we are trying to save. Listen, hold on. Let the kids know, because I let the kids know, and I keep it real. Everybody ain't finna be no NFL player. But if you can take this and home in on this talent and use this talent to put you in a better situation or particularly to where you can get a scholarship in high school to go play college ball, now we in the dough. We can play this sport. Let's get this academic. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's for self gratification, or if it's for your mama, or if it's for your father or your grandmama, or for whatever reason you want to do it, just get it. Use this as a tool to get it. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about trying to get into the league. See, that's where, where I don't know how it is today with the youth, but I know back then. But see, and then here we go. We got the internet, which is a growing sensation. I've been seeing a lot of internet ballers, starting a lot of indie pro, little 2v2s, 1v1s, stuff like that. And they might get together. East Coast, West Coast group I think it's a group called Ballers Life, where they got an East Coast, West Coast, South, stuff like that. And they, what I'm saying, they go around and they play runs in different cities. Something like how AND1 used to be, minus all the tricks, you know what I'm saying? And they need to bring that back. I like AND1. But back to the kids though, man. That's supposed to be something we doing for the kids. That's a sanctuary. It's something for the kids. We get out here and we say, oh man, they out here doing this, that, and the third, and old women clutching purses and walking across the street, when kids walking down. Like, man, bro, why is we participating in these type of actions and demonstrating and moving this way in front of the kids, bro? Like guns, shooting, killing in front of the kids. And I'm going to tell y'all, at these practices, the age group varies from the ages of 6 to 14 to 15. So, yes, a lot of these are still kids, even at 12 and 13. Still kids. I know they play football. Some of them might be, what I'm saying, gigantic. Pause, enormous, pause. You know what I'm saying? But they still kids nonetheless. We shouldn't be partaking in these type of activities, man. Something's got to click. Something's got to be like, oh man, damn, look where I'm at. Let me calm down. We can't do this. Like, oh no. But we got that tough man mentality. Can't nobody look at you wrong. Can't nobody bump into you. Can't nobody say nothing to you. We need to come up out of that. You know what I'm saying? If we come up out of that demonstration, man, I think we can learn how to be a little bit more self-respecting and self-caring, you know what I'm saying, for not only ourselves but each other. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I aspire us as a community as a family to, try to do, man. And don't get me wrong, man. I know you go out here and people piss you off every day, man. You think people don't make me mad, man. And sometimes I might fly off the handle. So, I'm still working on me as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a rough ashler as well. You know what I'm saying? Knocking off my rough edges. You know what I'm saying? Trying to smooth them out so I can become a perfect stone to be used in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's all we are. Everybody, man. We rough ashless, man. And don't get me wrong, you know, we got all the tools and the instruments, you know what I'm saying, to smooth us out, but we constantly we every time we bump into something, we chip away at, at ourselves. And after so long of trying to smooth some things out, when you may start it off as a great boulder, now you may wind up as a pebble, you know. But I'm speaking esoterically. So from that pebble, and we all know that a pebble is small in stature. So what I'm trying to say is because you started off big, where you could have been used or had a purpose, but then you dwindled yourself down to a pebble, where where you thinking now, well, I can't be used, or I only got these options and I can only do this or that. Remember, if, for all my biblical people, David slew Goliath with a pebble, with a little bitty stone that he picked up. So you can still be powerful, man. You can still be powerful. Um, you can still be useful. It's all about what you do with it, bro. It's all about what you do with it, man. It's all about what you do with it. And again, I know it's Wild Ass Wednesday, man. We weren't trying to be preachy, man. Y'all can change the topic of discussion anytime y'all want to, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Because I like to have fun with the peoples, man. I don't want it to always be a, a, a discussion or a conversation, whereas we, um, always trying to figure out something. And I know that's the way of the world. I know that's how that's how it be. We always trying to figure something out. What'd you say, Brother P Mac? He say, let me interject. This is when the mothers are raising their children without a positive male image. That is where you see that. Is where you see children growing up with no value for another life. Um, Statistically speaking, yeah, you could say that. Yeah. We if we want to go with the numbers. But from from my own visual experience, I know a lot of brothers that do things that they ain't supposed to do, and they got mama and daddy in the crib. You feel me? Like, why is you out here? And I'm talking about, man, standing on it. Well, back long time ago. So I don't really think it's that, because again, like you say, I'm gonna put it on you. I'm gonna put it on you. Like you said, we got free will, so we can't put that on the parents. Everybody's an individual, man. No matter what you put into your child or anybody that's around you, yeah, they pick up on some of your traits. They pick up on some of your habits. They listen. Everything don't go in one ear and out the other. Not all the time. It depends on the subject matter. But you can't blame that on the parents sometimes, because what about the parents that do all they can do? You know what I'm saying? Or that's doing all they still can do. In the light of a child that's straying down the wrong path and making the wrong decisions. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, because yeah, it can happen. You got great parents out here. I mean horrible parents out here. You know what I'm saying? That don't give a hell what their kids do. And I didn't seen that. Or not necessarily condoning with because it's a lack of a male figure in the household. Certain things that the child does, when somebody confronts it or say something about it, it's okay. They not as quick to um get to the butt or the root of the matter to solve, because it's a child, and they don't see it as disrespect. I'd have been in those situations as well, so I do know. In fact, some of these kids are just influenced by everything else but their parents. That's true. So many kids come from good homes, both parents, and still F up. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I know the stats say, y'all, that we look at the stats, they're gonna tell us, look, most criminals come from single mothers. Still in all, you got a choice to do that shit. You can say no, you ain't got to do it, or you ain't got to keep doing it, or it ain't got to be repetitive. You ain't got to be a repeat offender. It ain't got to be habitual. You know what I'm saying? Now, because I'm pretty sure if you haven't, more power to you. I'm pretty sure everybody that's on this live stream that's gonna watch or that's watching then done some shit. Well, hell, we know we got half of the Pinch brothers in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we got half of the Pinch brothers in the building. I mean, and maybe not, and I know it's people out there that ain't never done nothing. But there's more people who have done than haven't. And although you would consider all those people criminals, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's a choice. It's your decision to do it. Like you say, P Mac, your free will. But again, it's consequences and repercussions to suffer behind what you're gonna do. So again, do we really have free will? No, we don't, because you ain't suffering from no consequences and actions. Because you operating off free will with the understanding that can't shit happen to you. I don't think that part about free will, I think a lot of people be missing and don't understand. And I get it. Sometimes that shit make for a good debate, but just listen to the word. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but yeah, man, like outside influences, and like for instance, the guy that's on the block in the neighborhood that might have the money, or the kid in school that's always got the newest shoes. You don't know how you're getting it, or the mama that get $1,000 in cash and $1,000 in stamps. It's man, y'all. I'm just telling you the lifestyle that I ain't gonna say I'm accustomed to, because I've been, and I make sure I try to provide and do the best I can for mine. So they ain't have to suffer through some of the things that I did suffer from. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that my situation wasn't great, because my situation wasn't bad at all, but again, man, it's hard, and we don't know everybody's situation. But again, like those type of like I say, that guy on the corner, that's selling the drugs, that's got the money, that's pulling up, that everybody in the hood know that jock every time he come up in the hood because he got the sounds and the realms. Or the kid in school that's got the new shoes, that's always got the new shoes, things like that. Those are the biggest influencers. It ain't necessarily the TV. It ain't necessarily the things that they seeing on internet and TikTok. And I get it. Now it may be, you know what I'm saying? And when I say now, I'm talking about recently, maybe a year or two. But even those are not the biggest influences, because your eyes are still open. You still see things. You still know what's going on. You might not be privy to it because you might not be in direct contact with it, or in that lifestyle, or in the know. You know what I'm saying? But you can be out of the know and still know what's going on. Especially if you're seeing it every day and you're on the street. You know what I'm saying? And you might have homies that participate in it. Peer pressure too. Peer pressure, like, wow. He said, "Hey, now who hasn't liked the stream?" Yeah. Come on, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, y'all. Come on, y'all. It ain't. Listen, hey, and when y'all sharing the content, man, let the people know, man. It don't cost nothing to sub up, and it don't cost nothing to come in the building, man, and join a good conversation, man. The conversation is great. Conversation is always great. We always talk to the people, man. We try to keep it as best we can. You know what I'm saying? As professional as we can, And like I say, not to get off topic, but man, like I tell y'all, man, this platform is for everybody, man. Platform is for everybody. So, I encourage all to come in the building and join the conversation. Man, also, man, look, check it out. Bam. Put that in there. Also, man, big ups to Steve News, man. Like I said at the top of the chat, man. He put me in tune with Lil Snuff, the guy from the Skinny Podcast. I hit him up in the DM. You know what I'm saying? Told him how I heard about him, and you know what I'm saying, I watch his show, and I like it and stuff like that, y'all. And check it out. Steve was like, man, you want me to ask him, could he promote the podcast and stuff? I'm like, yeah, man, most definitely. Tell him. He hit him up, hit the DM. He told him I was gonna DM him. You know what I'm saying? I hit the DM. Man, he was real, you know what I'm saying? Good brother, you know what I'm saying? Real humble, real respectable. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up like, man, what's up, brother? Woo, woo. Told him. So, man, make sure y'all check it out, man, because y'all don't know when he gonna shout me out on the show, man. But y'all got to check out the show, man. And yeah, man, we got to keep it going. We got to keep it spicy and keep it hot for the people that's gonna, tune in, man. So, hey, man, I appreciate all my regular folks for being in the building always. I love y'all, man. All my moderators, big ups to all my moderators. You know what I'm saying? Miss Gigi down in North Carolina. I don't know why she ain't tuning in. Hey, speaking of my moderators, y'all, and I do apologize. I ain't checked on my brother, Master Teacher, man. I ain't checked on Master Teacher. I ain't hit that brother up. I think I'm gonna text him. Let me, matter of fact, I'm gonna text the brother right now. Cause I ain't heard from that brother in a minute, man. I know the brother be busy. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, making sure he's still alive. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Then, my nephew in town from college, so I know he probably spending as much time as he can with the nephew, you know what I'm saying? She's saying that's sad. Our youth is worried about the wrong things. They're so focused on having expensive things that they'll do almost anything to get it. Yeah. But you know what, Miss CC, it's not even the expensive things. Like, because I don't even think that's about it right now. Just like with the style of music, like listen to how the genre of music didn't change. This crash out music, this drill music. Ain't none of that about money. All that is about me getting into it with you and me sliding or me riding or me calling my guys and we coming and we finna get out. You know what I'm saying? Paul, we'll do what we finna do. You know what I'm saying? As far as this violence thing go. Now the music and that genre and that era didn't slow down. You know what I'm saying? A lot, which is a good thing, but it's still different types of music servicing from that. Like, now you got the crash out music. And then don't get me wrong, like I like Baby Kid, some of his songs. But now you got this crash out music. You watch some of the videos, and for me, most people will say, oh man, look at those demonic undertones, or man, that, for me, it's just artistic works of art. I mean, hell, you talking about look at the demonic undertones of a video, and we sending money for people who can't even defend themselves. Like, you can't get no more demonic than that unless we interject. Like, and then the things we do when we do interject. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Holy Trinity, man. Y'all know the UK, you know what I'm saying, the Vatican and the Pentagon, man. Shout out to the real Holy Trinity, man. That's the real Holy Trinity, man. So that's a little bit of consciousness, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all, man, the real Holy Trinity, man. The UK, the Vatican, and the Pentagon, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the real Holy Trinity. But yeah, man, it's like the music, like the shit they talk about, the things that they want to do, it's not necessarily about money anymore. It's not even about getting famous so people can like you and adorn you and scream your name. It's all about this so-called accreditation that you're going to get from the guys in whatever organization or in the street. That shit ain't worth nothing, bro. You can't take, because you can't go cash that at no bank. You know what I'm saying? You can't go cash that at no bank. You can't go employ nobody with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't build a solid foundation in a family or a community with that. That's destruction. you know. And if it's not explained eh, in a defensive way, now because if it was being defense and we were setting up a defense, you know, and it was structural and it was planned and it was strategic and it was tactical and it was worked out and it was for a purpose and it was only supposed to be implemented or exact or exaggerated when this happens, then you can do this. But that's not what's going on. I know I went off into act, but you know that's not what's going on. It's me bumping into you and me pulling out whatever I got, and you probably trying to pull out what you got, and whoever shoot each other first. Again, you can't take that to the bank. You can't build a community with that. You can't build a family foundation with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't build self-respect with that. You know, and so like I say, so it ain't even about the materialistic things. Now it used to be, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all cases are like that, because you know some kids do want to find the things and they get out here and try to do it. But it's coming to a point where, baby, it's just ridiculous. Because not like back in the day, if somebody snatched your phone, they taking your phone, they using your phone. Now they snatch the phone trying to go sell it so they can get the lean. It's the drugs. We forgot about the drugs. We forgot about this. What you mean who lives like that? The people live like that. What do you mean who live like that? Like, yeah, I know you're not that oblivious, brother. Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure, man. He said, yes, the music really is violent and promotes being a street guy. They have guns and videos now, always dancing, pointing guns like it's cute. Yeah, man. And then, you know, they got the video with the little boy. I forgot his name, little something. They got him in the video, y'all, with the guns and cussing and saying like that's not cute. Mothers, fathers, don't allow your young princesses and young princes to say those, you know, to act that way in that manner, man. You know, and then you know a lot of times we want to wonder and ponder on why people look at us the way they look at us or treat us the way they treat us. Not saying that that's a reason why, but if you can't separate yourself, man, and distinguish, again, shout out to United States Pan African Political Party, man. Hashtag USPAP, man. Y'all, we need to get on the ball with that, and we need to get on the ball with these passports, man. We need political representation, and I believe that you know what I'm saying, that we if we operate and focus and go up under the United States Pan African Political Party, or any other constructive name that we can apply to us being a nation, to us trying to build something, to us trying to not receive reparations but take back. You know what I'm saying? And when I say take, we gonna earn it the economical way. We're gonna earn it the social development way. We're gonna learn it the educational way. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, when you getting into something, yeah, you know you gotta play the game, man. It's all a game. But yeah, man. But like I say, man, United States Pan African Political Party, man. I support it and promote that everybody get these passports. Hey man, and let's start making a change for us, man. You know, like I say, man, and I guess a lot of this shit is wild. Like all these shootings and the things that represent our youth today, and the things that they glorify. And don't get me wrong, bro. You know, we got older men, and look, and I'm gonna admit to it. I bop to some of the music, and I am I guilty? I might not, you know, tell my kids, oh man, you should listen to this or you ain't up on that. But you know, when I hear certain things, I bop to it. I say just ask. I just ask. I know you just asked, but I wasn't saying it like that, brother Pete, man. He say I don't, and even when I lived there, I did. I was just because you don't know nobody like that, man. Like, how you don't know P Mac? We talking about kids, so you don't know no child that's influenced by somebody on the street, or that's influenced by the kid that's in school with some Jordans. You don't know no child that's influenced by that. You ain't never heard of that. You can't even fathom your brain around that. Or you don't know no child or no young folk that's out here listening to this music, getting adrenaline rushes, doing these drugs, and now they think they in a Call of Duty game, or popping pills and doing mushrooms and thinking they unalivable. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, I know you got to know better, bro. I know you separated yourself and you got away. You might not live like that, but come on, man. You come on, man. You got, like, even Yeah, some of these things I didn't experience, but even the things that I haven't experienced, when you come across people and you interact with people on a daily basis, like I do in customer service, and you be wanting shit to shock you, and you be like, damn, I can't look. It don't shock me, man. You be surprised. A lot of people do a lot of shit. You be like, what the? Yes, this is how we live. This is what we do. For real. I think they both go hand in hand though, because these kids see rappers and they try to imitate them. So they try to get the same clothes, shoes, and cars they see with them. That's true. I believe that in some cases. No, you're an adult. You can listen like whatever you want because your mind is mature enough to separate the enjoyment of music from real life. But that's not always true because you got some adults out here too, Miss CC, uh, Miss Craven, that'll listen to that man and get hyped up and get ready to go do some same thing. No, because I made sure my kids had. See, you talking about your kids, brother P Mac. See, this is like sometimes I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm not gonna even do that. But there are impoverished areas or poverty areas, man, where these things take place. I don't see how you saying no, you don't know, or no, you can't, like because your kids. We're not talking about your kids. We're talking about kids in general, people in the world in general. And you ask who live like that. Like, bro, the kids over there in Sierra Leone, man, them little kids got rifles. They know how to shoot. They know how to kill. Them little Arab kids know how to strap bombs to their back and know how to run up on you, hold you and hug you and blow themselves up. You don't know that? Come on, P Mac. I love you, bro, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, listen, I'm not privy, or I'm not a part of a lot of things in the society neither, but man, you best be sure, man, you got to keep your ear to the ground. And also with the music, and by me having kids, I tend to listen to a lot of things because I want to know what they're listening to. Just the other day, um, well, not the other day, but maybe some few months back, I was listening to some music, um, and I'm like, man, I gotta talk to my son because I'm listening to his playlist without him, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, damn, I gotta talk to this nigga. Like, he got problems. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? The type. Now listen, I'm talking about my 13-year-old. Now here in North Carolina, get ready to play some football games. Same won a spring championship, man. Practice that. He doesn't do those things. Um, how about really sat down and had a conversation and act? Well, yes, I have, and asked him, don't he know what's what? That's this, that. Yeah, 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 yeah. But still, he could still probably make the decision to decide to be like, you know what? Man, screw what Pop's talking about. I'm finna try to see what this like. You know what I'm saying? Or you could just be listening to it because you like the rhythm, you like the beat, and it's a style, it's an art. Again, it's artistry. This is how you take it. If he taking it that way, or he could take it to be trying to get into some of this stuff. Like I guarantee you, yeah, a lot of this opioid youth and addiction that we got in our community with the kids. I don't think they would do it if it wasn't for Wayne and 3 6 Mafia. Well, I made sure my kids had proper images and that they didn't listen to the crazy shit around me or in my presence. Oh, well, you was lucky, brother. But we talking about other kids that didn't have you. And you missing the point. It ain't about we not in Sierra Leone, brother. We talking about poverty. We talking about influences on different type of kids. Those kids are over there. The influences that they have over there is to go grab automatic rifles and shoot at the enemy. Our kids over here influences are the brothers that standing on the corner with the rims, with the sound. Why am I repeating this, brother? You're not understanding. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, my heart breaks for the kids that do that. The ones that strap up and sacrifice themselves. They be super young too, like 8 to 10 years old, or maybe even younger. It's a mindset. It's the mentality that they have. And I'm not. And you know what? I would rather have that mentality, bro, than the mentality that our youth have. It's sad to say, sorry to say, and those kids do those things for survival and have been trained. Okay, your point. We talking about what influences a child. It ain't about why they were influenced or why they were trained to be that way. We're talking about the influences that a young child sees. Because even at that age, a lot of things that they training and bringing those kids up for are not for kids. And I'm pretty sure some of those kids are rejected for that shit. Some of those kids don't want to be shooting those automatic rifles. Some of those kids are forced, are beaten, are tortured, are made to do those things. So you can't sit here and say they do those things for survival and been trained. Now I get it sometimes over there, bro. When you're in them countries, yeah, it's about survival. It's about how they culture. It's what they learn. Just like if like how we lost a lot of our culturalistic things. How our family structure used to be a little bit closer together. And then we like to say, well, it was welfare, it was the government, it was this. No, man, it was dude ass wanted to keep doing what he was doing, or it was old girl ass that didn't want you in the crib. That's what broke us up. We can't blame that on the government and on the welfare, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I was having a conversation with a young brother, man, we got to be smart, man. When we was around here doing the things we doing, we was around here hoeing. Hoeing wasn't meant for you to be having 100 babies. Hoeing wasn't meant for you to be getting every woman pregnant. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's about how we do what we do, man. Put a condom on, strap up. Back then it was VDs, now it's STDs. Not only STDs, it's genetic diseases. There's a lot of things that we don't think about when we lay down with a man or with a woman or with multiple people. It ain't even about, because now, bro, they got medicines that when you get HIV, you can still have sex. What about the genetic diseases? You know, that's sad when your baby gets something and you just slept with so many people and you don't know who the daddy is, but he got some type of disease and you can't even get, like, it's crazy. Stuff like that, it's happening. We don't think about those things, man. We don't think about those small things that we think that's small. You know what I'm saying? And that's how these VDs turned into sexually transmitted disease. That's why they spread it so fast. Of course, with the intermixing and interbreeding and a lot of other things and a lot of environmental things. There's a lot of things that came along with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna base it down to one thing. But again, man, back to the kids, bro. It's about the influences. All I'm saying, brother P Mac, is that a child can be influenced by anything, right? But we don't want those influences to be uh, uh, misunderstood or damaging to the child. Because us as parents, when our kids get these influences, some, like you said, you make sure your kids didn't do that. All kids ain't able to do that. Some kids don't have parents that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I'm glad you do. I do for mine. I try to tell a story about mine with the music that he listened to, and I told myself I need to talk to him. Like, do he know what? But some people ain't got that. Everybody don't have a father. Everybody don't have a mother. And if they do got them, bro, I know some kids. I tell you, I coach you football. I know some kids, bro, who got mamas, who got fathers. They on drugs, bro. Like, they out here bad, bro. No curfew in this, bro. Man, look, I don't know where you from, bro. I don't know where you from, bro. But listen, I don't know. Um, that's this hype music for the games. Yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying? That I can't agree with you on that. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, but again, imagery plays a big role in everything we experience. That's all I was trying to say. I honestly blame the issue on our kids in the U.S. have on social media and the internet. No, not necessarily, because that's part of it. Because our president said that kids don't listen to certain music in his presence. That's cool, but when they ain't in your presence, ain't no telling what they doing with these phones and devices. But me, so I didn't believe in giving kids cell phones and stuff like that. And, I finally broke down and got my 12-year-old a phone. You know what I'm saying? Let them get a phone. But originally I didn't believe in that, letting kids play with phones. Or having phones. But now, activities and sports, and they outside and they do things, and you want to get in contact with them, and you try to let them have a little freedom. So you want to get in contact with them, you want to keep in touch. So that cell phone is a good way to do that. But also, it's damaging because they can download the Facebooks, they can download the Instagrams, they can download the TikTok, and they can get other information that you might not want them to get. But of course, and again, you got to monitor that. And then ain't no such thing as too tired. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as well, not right now. You know, just like with my son, you wanna play football. Even if you don't make it to the NFL, there's still 100 other kids out there that's trying to do the same thing you're doing, just trying to make a team like you. So in order to keep them back or to keep them on your back, you got to be out here doing the same things, working twice as hard. You know what I'm saying? You want to do this, you want to do that. When you in school, it's things in schools that extra reading, extra work that you could be doing on your own that ain't even got to get turned into the school, or conversations you can come try to have with me, or I can find somebody or get you some private sideline tutoring. You know what I'm saying? If you want to help just to advance and be sharp and on top of what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our kids into thinking like that. We got to get our adults into thinking like that for the kids and for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I believe that'll help us together as a community greatly. You know what I'm saying? Not only because, we speak a lot about the things that we want to try to do for the kids and influences that the kids have. What about the influences that you have? You know what I'm saying? We let a lot of bogus shit influence us as well, man. And that's why a lot of our kids project the things that they project, and we tend not to want to blame ourselves. And I know earlier I said we shouldn't blame ourselves because as an individual, but when you're setting a bad example, then that's when you're doing things that in front of your kids that you shouldn't be doing, and they get that imagery, yeah, then you subjecting yourself to being part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? They can listen to it anytime he's not around and still be influenced. That's true. Like she said, what's going on, brother Steve? Man, big up to brother Steve in the building, y'all. Brother Steve, man, let's give this brother a round of applause, man. This brother been working hard for me, man. My main man. Okay, y'all, I got a message from Master. He said, I'm okay. I just been tied up due to summer school teaching because he teaching summer school. He did tell us he was teaching summer school, so his summer ain't as free as, he probably would have liked it because he teaching the kids, and grading them papers. And man, big ups to Brother Steve. He said these kids have phones and AirPods. No parent even knows what their kids are listening to all the time in these days. Yeah. Yeah. So, but you can put if you put your kids on your plan, you can put a parental what you call it. But even with that, bro, when they get outside of you, man, they with their friends. Let me see your phone. But you're gonna keep them in the house, you're gonna keep them around you 24/7. They gotta go to school. I know some schools don't allow phones. Some schools tell you to put your phone in the pouch and they put it in. Man, these kids are creative, just like you were creative. And they gonna get to whatever they need to whatever they trying to find out, they gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Even if they didn't get a phone into high school, shit, it's word of mouth, friends, people talk, things we do. They gonna find out, bro. Back when we were kids, our parents had an idea of what we listened to because we had CDs and cassettes, and they had to buy or give us the money for. So they wasn't about to let us listen to just anything. Yeah, then a lot of times it had the parental advisory, so now you could just stream and get whatever you want to listen to, or you can just type it in YouTube. Nowadays, kids can listen to trash drill music for free. That's true. Oh man, no problem, man. Big ups to you, man. It's exactly the way they will find a way. So yeah, man, they'll find a way no matter. Like I say, man. So even if like you say, brother P Mac, you ain't get your kids no phone into high school. Okay. I ain't have no phone back then. When I was in high school, I don't think their phone was phones out. They probably was. But I ain't had them. Bro, if I tell you half the things that I got into without a phone, come on, man. Come on, man. Kids are resilient and resourceful. Period. You as an adult can be resilient and resourceful. I'm just saying. Bro, you know how many things I ain't need no damn phone to get into nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now but don't get me wrong. Access and having phones now make it easier and more accessible to getting crappy information and crappy knowledge, or getting you to do stupid shit or things that you probably wouldn't normally do on your own. But now you seeing it like that dumbass crate challenge. Y'all remember that dumbass crate? I wasn't. Come on, y'all. People out here killing themselves doing that craziness, man. That was craziness, man. It was craziness. I wasn't doing that. But so yeah, I guess having a phone now in this era, you see a lot more crazy things to do. and it's a little bit more tempting. I mean, man, look, for me, I ain't the one. I can't just let anything influence me. I just can't let anything guide me, or and don't get me wrong, have anything done that to me before? Yes, yes. Um, have I allowed some things now to do that to me with the knowing of certain things? Yes. But it's all about the end goal of what you're following and what you're doing and how you're presenting and how it's being presented to you, and if it all aligns with what you got going on and in the way that you're trying to progress and the journey that you're trying to take. If it don't align and it's not something that you really want or trying to do, or you shouldn't be doing, and you sit back and be like, you know what, I ain't, don't do it. Don't do it. Even with them finding a way as parents, your very presence can help you and them. Yeah, most definitely. I agree with that. That's why my sons and I get along. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't get me wrong. That's true. Like, just being there can help. Just being there is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just being there is a lot. And don't be throwing it in the face, telling the kids, man. Because I remember one time, man, how many of your kids? I asked my son, man, how many of your kids? How many of your friends got their daddy? How many? You know, like, you should be more appreciative, boy. You know what I'm saying? But and don't do that. You know, a lot of things that we say, or especially a lot of shit I know I might have said or still do say, it could be offensive. And when you talking to an undeveloped mind, what I'm saying, via adult or a child, what I'm saying, because all adults don't have developed minds. But sometimes we just got to be a little bit more conscientious uh, about what we say and how we say, saying things to people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're talking to the children, to the youth. you know that's all a part about understanding how to communicate and having better effective communication with them. you know if we don't realize and understand that and figure that part out, it'll never be a groundbreaking or icebreaker to get the youth to even listen to anything that we got to say. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that we got to really work on. Oh my God, yes. There are so many crazy challenges I can't stand. The crate challenge, eat the Tide Pod. So what the hell? He said, hold your breath till you pass out challenge, knock the old man out with one head challenge. Yeah, all these challenges, man. So, when you getting destructive stuff like that on your feed, from out the TikToks and the Facebooks or wherever people post it and you see it, yeah, man. You know, and then on top of that, peer pressure. Don't forget about the peer pressure. You got your homies and things doing. You know what I'm saying? I just watched the corporate video. The corporate. Hey, shout out to corporate, man. I like corporate, man, for the people that's in Chicago. Or for anybody, man, for any of y'all. Go on YouTube, type in corporate, man. He got the Chicago Be Like Part 1, 101, Part 16, Part whatever. Watch him. He a funny young brother from the east side of Chicago, man. He got a lot of good skits. Well, good little short films that he make. So in this recent one, his daughter plays his sister in his skits. Um, you know, um, they mama put him out, so he the big brother, so she's staying with him. I'm just give you a rundown of this one, the latest one. Um, so she want to go to a party. He tell her, man, look, would your mama let you go? He like, nah, well then, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. So she spin on him, like, man, well, the chick you was trying to holler at, woo up the bam, stay down the street from your party. You can kill two birds with one stone, drive me off and go she her. Real slick. And he said in there, oh, like, yeah, they slick when they want something, kid, right? But anyway, long story short, she meet her friends, bro. They dip off from the party into the alley on the side of the building of the party. One chick get to rolling up like she got a wood. She offered to let her hit it. So, he do an interactive skit. So he asks a question at the end of his skits. So at the end of this skit, he asks, or she asks, should I hit it or should I just say no? And he makes the next skit upon how many people reply on what he should do. So if we all say no, he'll make a skit to make it go to where she say no, and he move it along. Or if we all say yeah to see how it turn out, he'll make the skit to where she smoke it, you maybe get in trouble or something like that. So, know what I'm saying? He be dropping jewels and little messages in there. It's not only about that, man, about pregnancies, about friendship. Check out Corporate, man. I like him, me personally, you know what I'm saying? It's a little short film. So, just check him out. I don't promote too many people. You know what I'm saying? But Bearded Conversation, man. Don't forget to go support your boy, man. Check me out on all social media platforms. Twitch ain't really been popping like that, but don't forget to check out the Instagram. Don't forget to check out the Facebook, and don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to check out Off the Block _beardgang.apparel Instagram. For all the up and coming merch and everything, that we provide on the actual site, which is www.odb appeal.com. I'm gonna put that back up on the screen for y'all. But make sure y'all check that out, man. And support your boy, man. And also, man, 8/21/24, we will be throwing our first youth event. Something small for the kids, man. Trying to give away 50 book bag for school supplies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? In a couple of months for the shorties and the kids, man. So support the channel and all the channel events, man. Because everything I do is for the kids, basically. You know what I'm saying? So pretty, and for the community that I'm in, and other communities. I'm trying to get it abroad and reach out so I can go everywhere and just give away shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Not just school supplies, but just to be able to help. You know what I'm saying? And I like doing it. Not for nothing to get back. It's just shit. People need help, and if you can help them for real. So, man, like I say, man, 8/21/24 Bearded Conversation. We'll be doing our first youth event / back to school rally, man. We looking for music artists. We looking for vendors. We looking for anybody to come out and make that day positive and productive. If you can't be there in the physical, we do accept the monetary. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely we accept the monetary. Hit that cash out. $Bearded Again, that's $Bearded And for those in the back that ain't hear me, that's $Bearded with a Z. Big ups to Professor Remo donating 40. Big ups to Ms. Starworth Marcus LLC for hitting the cash out, donating 50. Big ups to them too, man. My two moderators, man. Big ups to them for supporting. You know what I'm saying? They're hitting it up, man. Big ups to them, man. Big ups to them. You know what I'm saying? I know the kids, you know what I'm saying, especially kids around here can use them book bags and you know what I'm saying, a few supplies that we're gonna put in there for them. So yeah, man, just stay in tune with that, man. So we appreciate that. But what you say? Man, look, stop agreeing with Preston. Preston, I don't know about Preston. I never tried to be my friends' kids. I was their parent and treated them with respect, and they respect me. And yeah. Like I don't try to be my kids' friends neither. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, I can agree with that. And why does everything need to be a record and posted now? I'm sorry, recorded and posted now. They record themselves committing crimes and everything. Yeah, because they don't know no better. That's what I'm saying. Now, yeah. Because when things happen, first thing they do, especially in a fight, man, they pull out their phones. Don't nobody try to stop nothing. Don't nobody try to help nothing. That shit is ridiculous, man. And for the life of me, man, what made y'all think that was cool? And then when that shit, I don't understand. I think the best way to approach parenting, Preston, too many parents want to be their kids' friends these days. And we have these BFF relationships instead of father, son, mother, daughter. Listen, that's true. Say, hey, brother, that girl who sings at the end of the show, do you know her? And she sings in rap. Oh, what? Oh, no. No, that's an instrumental. Actually, that's an instrumental, brother Steve. That's an instrumental. That's the instrumental. So I actually don't. But I got people who do that. If you're looking for other people that do that, I got people that's you know what I'm saying. I got some. You know what I'm saying. I got some people for you if that's what you need. Most definitely, I do. But yeah, man. But so with the BFF thing and the friend thing, y'all. Miss CC, her song. I might end it smooth tonight, Miss CC. You know what I'm saying? I know that's your song. But I think it's okay just a little bit to be friends. Only in the aspect of communication, to whereas we don't want them to break down to where they think they can't talk to us. I mean, and this is true, because if you just have that basic mom, daughter, mom, son, father, daughter relationship, it's hard for the kids to come to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Because they view you as just that parent, you know? See, this is what therapy and discussion and better communication and sitting down and have quality time with each other comes in. Because you want to sit them down and let them know that, yes, I can be your friend too, but I'm a parent first. And if we're going to have these type of discussions or when things come up and come about, I need you to know that you can always talk to me. No matter how I judge, because guess what? You worried about me judging you. Others are going to judge you too. So I'm going to try my best not to judge you, even though I probably am anyway, because you're my child. But just know that there's a difference between my parental judgment and me being a friend to you and trying to understand you and being inviting to your problems and your situations. Because once you talk to me as a friend, I'm going to give you advice as a parent, not as a friend. So that needs to be explained to the kids, and we don't necessarily do that. I'm not saying we got to be a bad buddy, we dressing up the same way and we that close in age, so we trying to keep a bond. No, I don't give a hell if you 10 years older than your child. You are still that child's parent. Be as such. And see, but there we go. That's hard. We got to understand the conditions that we in. It's hard. He said we looking for a hot girl artist who sings and rap. Okay. Most definitely. He said just sent you something to close out. Oh, look at her, Miss Gigi. There go Miss Gigi in the building. Oh man, Miss Gigi. She say no friends. You can communicate with me as your parent. I think it's about being an open communication parent. They need to know friends come and go. Yeah. Your friends can come and go. What you say, Brother Preston? Not when you are there. So, but it's still hard. So it's hard for kids to open up, man. And we just if we could get a panel of young teenagers to come on this platform, man, and talk and speak about that. Because I know my kids will tell you it's hard to talk to me. And I'm here. I do everything. I go to all events. I support. I buy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you kids will say it's hard to open up to their parents because listen, for whatever reason, I'm an avid believer or advocate of whatever can get your kids to talk to you and open up to you to where they think they're your friend. That's when you sit them down and you let them know the difference. See, you said no, but you got to hear me. That's when you let them know the difference. Yeah, we're going to sit down and you're going to talk to me as your friend, and I'm going to do my best probably not to prejudge you, which I'm going to do anyway because I'm your parent. But no, the advice coming back is going to be parental advice. It's not going to be friendly advice. You understand? I'm the parent here. I've been through these situations. I know you might think of me as just your mom or just your dad, and it might be hard, or you might not want to talk to me. And then some kids take you listen, and I know y'all in this age, maybe y'all have it. Some kids take things from other adults. The same thing that your mother and father could be telling you. Some kids take it from other adults better than they take it from their parents. If we had that type of community structure involved. These are just my opinions. You don't quote me on nothing. You know what I'm saying? What some of the things that I experienced or some of the things that I lived through. So you can't quote me on some of these things. But for the most part, it's all about how we perceive it. Because I think you can still be friends and parents with your kids. I really do. I don't think there's nothing wrong being your child's friend. I never lord it over my kids again. I respect them as young men, and they respect me as a parent. Yeah, brother P Mac, you something different, brother P Mac. I don't know what to say about you sometimes. Hey, Miss Gigi, what's going on, Miss Gigi in the building? Miss Gigi, what's going on? How you feel? Hey, what's going on down there in NC, man? What y'all doing down there, man? Man, why y'all don't ever come on the man? Look, I'm gonna need all my moderators, man, except for maybe a couple of them. Y'all gonna have to come on and introduce yourself to the public, man. You know what I'm saying? One day. I'm speaking to Miss Gigi. I'm speaking to brother P Mac and TLS. I think Master Teacher them been on. You know what I'm saying? Remo done been on, and Starworth done been on. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But yeah, what's going on down there in the NCGG, man? What's up, man? Hey, and y'all, like I say, man, y'all more than welcome to hit that link in the chat, man. Hit that link in the chat and come in the building, man, if y'all got something to say or y'all want to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, this ain't just a closed discussion or just my opinion or what I think about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got good insight on what's going on around here. Everybody got great insight on what's going on around here, man. And man, make sure y'all check out the site, man. Make sure y'all check out the site, www.odb hyphen beardgang.appeal.com. Make sure y'all go check out the site, man. See if anything you like up there, man. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, hit that link in the chat, man. Hit that link in the chat, man. Y'all more than welcome to come on and, you know, join this link and talk. You know, even though we got about 16 more minutes, you know what I'm saying? You just say something real quick. Well, the link right there, man. There go the link. She said, underdeveloped mind. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, you know, it's crazy, man. Like, you know, because again, you know, I don't want to just put it on the young folk because it ain't always them. You know, we contributed to a lot of that the way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, brother, hey, brother Steve, you in the building? Hey, man, what's going on in the soccer world, man? What's going on in the soccer world? What's going on in the FIFA world, man? I ain't been keeping up with it. And the Stanley Cup, I only man, listen. Like me and Roscoe was saying the other day, I ain't really been keeping up with no sport. Say 14. What's 14, brother P Mac? Yeah, what's going on in the FIBA world? Man, I ain't been keeping up with no Olympic trials. Nothing. I barely was in tune with the Tank Davis fight. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this brother sent me, man. Oh, okay, okay. I see it. I see what you saying, Megatees. I'm looking at it now. I see you. I see you. He say good soccer so far. Yeah, I mean, I gotta check it out. What? Trying to find a flight home? Why are you trying to find a flight home? Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. What's going on? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Give me a hot second, man. Come on, just trying to find a flight home. Hello, hello. Oh man, she said the hotels down there is horrible, y'all. What's wrong with the hotel? Oh no, oh no, y'all gonna have to tough it out for them couple days, man. You only got a week. No. Hey, you say who? Oh, the kids say it ain't it, y'all. The kids down in North Carolina, man, they say this is horrible down there, man. Hey, Tell they behinds we done paid for them. They gonna have to tough that out. I, I'm just, yeah. She said the only good thing about the trip is the rental car. But anyway, man, I'm still live, man. Let me go ahead and finish my show, man. Nah, y'all ass better stay down now. All right. Yeah, man. Miss Gigi say it's horrible down there. She say we hate it here. Yeah, man. She's saying the hotel's horrible. You know what I'm saying? She said the best thing about the trip is a rental car. Damn. Jesus. I'm still trying to get down there, man. Hopefully I can get down there, man, and we can make it a better experience, man. This event, this Showtime Elite event is usually in Tennessee. And this year they was hosted in North Carolina. So we ain't never been to North Carolina. It's different. So she gonna tough it out. She ain't coming back home, man. We ain't already paid for it. There's nothing to do down there. I know. So we know that, but we just down there for the football games. They play games Saturday and Sunday. They got down there today. Out there, they gonna practice Thursday. They gonna practice Friday. Then they gonna play their game Saturday and Sunday. And we was gonna come home Monday. You know, and then it's peaceful. It's just to get away. Something to do. It ain't necessarily got to. Ain't necessarily had to be, what I'm saying? It was something special to do. But oh, Professor Remo in the building. Yeah, but it wasn't that there was necessarily nothing to do. It was just, what I'm saying, they was down there to play football. So I wasn't going down there like, it was a major, what I'm saying, have fun time type. Um Man, once they start playing, man, and the games go on, man, that's all I'm really down there for anyway. Well, trying to get down there for anyway. So hopefully, man, I can get this car because y'all see I'm still here. If y'all see me tomorrow, I'm gonna call it a wrap. If y'all see me broadcasting live from here tomorrow, just know it's a wrap. So hopefully, what I'm saying, I'll be able to do what I need to do. Professor, hey, Professor, what's going on with you, brother? How's school coming along, brother? How's school coming along for you, man? Hey, big ups to all our graduates this year, and big ups to everybody that's continuing their education, man. Big ups to, what I'm saying, those people, man. Get those people a round of applause. Yeah, big ups, big ups, big ups, big ups, big ups. How's school coming for you, baby boy? I know you know what I'm saying, be having a lot of term papers and research and stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? You say it's kicking my royal. Hey, man. Hey, brother, you want to be great? You know what I'm saying? This is a goal that you set for yourself. It's attainable, it's reachable, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? So let it keep, you know what I'm saying, doing what it's doing to you. You know what I'm saying? Until you grab it. You know what I'm saying? Until you pause, until it's in your hands. Pause. And you walking across that stage with the piece of paper that says, you have completed blase woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So keep it going. You feel me? Keep it going. You say, Temp, you have Hilton Head. There are things to do. Hilton, I don't even know what those things are down there. He said, I never said I didn't like the mental ass kick. No, I mean shit. No, I know you don't like it, brother. You ain't got don't stunt, don't cap, bro. Don't no. Don't nobody like that. That can be stressful sometimes. So yeah, I mean you might like it, but being bothered with it and it being man, no, don't get me wrong, man. I know how that can feel. I know what you meant though. But Preston, I ain't never heard none of them things down there in North Carolina, man. They say it's not. I just, if anything, when I get down there, I want to find something to eat, somewhere to sleep, and just watch these games. That's all I want to do, man. So I'm cutting my stay short by going down here for a weekend. I was supposed to be going with them, but again, hey man, it's 10:54. I appreciate my peoples. You know what I'm saying? My beautiful, beautiful peoples and my fellow Buildonians. You know what I'm saying? My overseas brothers and sisters and my in-state melanated brothers and sisters, man. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in on another great episode of Bearded Conversation on this wild ass Wednesday. Man, man, my co-host down and out. Hopefully he pick it back up and he be here next week. And hopefully, what I'm saying, we can bring y'all some more, great conversation. But man, tonight was great, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for the support. Big ups to brother Steven Noons, man. For supporting the channel, for helping push the channel. Big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for coming in, from sharing. Big ups to all my moderators, Young Boy, Maya Bucks, TLS, etc. The rest of them, and also the queens. Big ups to y'all, man, for helping keeping the show going and keeping it a success. I know, and I appreciate y'all. I know sometimes, man, it's hard to get on. I know y'all got other things going. But I got enough moderators, so when I do go live, that we can still maintain, a great show. So I do appreciate all of y'all for being here when y'all here. You know what I'm saying? And also, man, y'all make for a good show. You know what I'm saying? So even if, man, if I'm just here by myself, just the conversation with you guys, is always a great discourse. So big ups to all my moderators, man, and also the chat. Big ups to the family in the chat, man. Hey, I love the chat, man. Whenever the chat in the building, man, y'all always have great back and forth. Y'all always have great topics, great ideas, man. I'm just giving y'all flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that every day. But, sometimes, it's good to know that, I appreciate y'all and y'all appreciate me and we appreciate each other, So with that being said, man, let's keep everybody out there, man, in our thoughts, views, prayers, and meditations. Let's keep our Bearded Conversation family covered. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to be successful and aspiring to achieve enlightenment and putting ourselves in a better shape, in a better way. You know what I'm saying? So this journey will be smooth, from here on out. Hey, and when we hit them bumps, get your ass up and keep going. And it ain't about brushing it off, because we trying to build a community. I'll brush you off. You know what I'm saying? We can brush each other off. So with that being said, man, like my boy Roscoe, that's always to my left, but he ain't here today. Man, all superheroes don't wear capes. It's time to get my beautiful people, my fellow Bildonians, they superhero theme music. I think I want to go, you know what? I ain't gonna even go smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, Miss I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, Miss CC. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. Hey, I love y'all, man. It wouldn't be no us here on Bearded Conversation without y'all. Those that fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway, man. Same black time, same black channel. Don't forget to watch your boy every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11, man, 9 p.m. Central Time. With that being said, I'm out. Hey, Brother Steve, I got you too, man, on that. I got you.